Episode 6, Armageddon.
It'll be raining on election day. How many cars can we muster?
15.
I thought it was around 20.
5 dropped out.
How many has McBRIDE?
About 100.
Oh, well that's fair, isn't it? She has at least 6 minibuses and 2 double-deckers. Could we not advertise for more drivers?
We did advertise.
Did you try Drum's Travel for the bus?
They've already committed to Mary.
Even after Tanya O'Rourke coming over to us?
They said they always give a bus to Mary. Tanya O'Rourke was just a chief canvasser. That doesn't mean anything to them.
McBRIDE is so greedy. She's 100% sure of her seat and still grabbing.
She wants to be a minister.
The last poll said I was okay.
Yes.
That was the last of the polls. I mean, there's no more polls.
Well,
I should have enough number ones to get McBRIDE's transfer, shouldn't I?
yes.
What do you mean, yes?
I mean, yes.
Well, you don't sound too confident.
Well, I don't mean not to sound too confident.
Are you absolutely sure there's no other polls?
Well, headquarters carry out their own private polls.
When?
Today.
Well, what did they say?
I don't know. They're highly confidential. Only the inner circle.
More discrimination. Surely with your family connections.
Well, I'll try.
And while you're at it, there must be a lot of nuns with cars up in Drumcondra. Maybe they could be persuaded to drive a few voters.
I'll make inquiries.
Making inquiries is not good enough. You have to put pressure on them.
I'll ask them, okay?
Good night, love. What's wrong?
Nothing.
What, do you not want to ask the nuns? Is it the polls?
It's you.
What?
The way you just give me a peck on the cheek. You'd think I was your mother.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. Really, Dimfna, I'm sorry. Here.
No, don't, please.
I did... No, look, I thought you'd be tired.
Don't. Please. I'd just like to be acknowledged.
Of course I acknowledge you. I'm sorry. I know what you mean. I'm not able to think about anything but this election. After Friday. Here, let me... That better?
Slightly.
After Saturday, I'll get all me juices back. Don't forget to ring the nuns. What's wrong?
You woke me up. It's 4 o'clock. Did you take your sleeping pill?
I took 2.
Why do you have to plod up and down the wooden part of the floor? Couldn't you plod up and down the carpet?
I'm sorry.
There's nothing we can do now. It's in the lap of the gods.
How many votes can we count on from your bridge club?
There's 23.
Can we count on all of them?
Well, they all know you're me son.
They will vote.
Of course they'll vote.
23 number ones for O'Toole. They know they've got to go right down the ticket until they get to my name.
Ah, for God's sake,
Well,
Eamon.
they look a bit doddery. Why don't you show them how to go down the voting card? I don't want to lose a lot of votes because of dodderiness, laziness or stupidity.
If they can play bridge, they can fill a voting card.
McBRIDE is alphabetically before me. She has all the advantages. Can't you stand beside them at the cubicle while they're filling in the cards?
I'm not going to sit like a vulture at their shoulder, pressuring them to vote.
I'm not asking you to pressure them. Just make sure they keep their promise to give me their number 1.
They didn't promise.
People are cowards. If they see you hovering over their shoulder, they'll put me down to number 1 out of fear.
No,
Are you trying to tell me you can't deliver 23 doddery old women from your club?
they're not doddery. Their minds are as sharp as mine. And they're going to vote for whoever they like.
Is there any point in me sending up the big limo then? The free soup and sandwiches, all that costs money.
They're going to vote.
I know they're gonna vote. That's why I want you in there with them.
Sorry. I have to go back to that bridge club, whether you're elected or not.
Elected or not? Didn't you see the polls?
They're nearly a week old.
Did you hear something?
About what?
Any other polls?
No. Why?
I'd say you're hoping I get smashed in this election.
Why?
Because you think I'd have more time for here.
Well, I wish you were out of the house more. It's very disruptive being a politician's mother, you know.
Maybe I'm wasting my time at that bridge club. Didn't I get the chairwoman's drains unblocked free of charge?
Oh, I'm never to hear the end of that.
Maybe I'll send a limo up to the convent in Drumcondra.
Well, I'm not hovering around the nuns either.
Does it mean nothing to you? Come Saturday morning, your son could be Deputy O'Toole TD.
I can't go into the bridge club now without somebody whinging about their blocked drains.
It goes with the territory. My power is derived from blocked drains, new kits for the Tulka Rovers reserves, social security for the women in the flats. My votes are won by form filling, shoe leather and cranking goodies out of the system for my constituents.
Why are you badgering me to hover around voting cubicles?
Because people have no feckin' memories. They'll vote for the same old cow year in, year out out of habit. People are shallow. They don't reward hard graft.
Why do you do it then?
Because I'm mad.
Oh, you will be. If you don't get some sleep.
I'm going. I'll take 3 sleeping pills this time.
Hello?
Prontius, how are the funds?
Sorry, Eamon, we're clean out.
How come McBRIDE has 100 cars, minibuses and a couple of double-deckers?
Business people, community support. She delivers for the area.
Well, what have I been doing?
Smaller scale, Eamon. So far. Mary's been working on the national and international front. EC committees. She has her hand on the levers.
How about a petrol allowance?
There's nothing there, Eamon. The barrel's empty.
Yeah, for some.
What do you mean?
Are you trying to tell me that Mary McBRIDE hasn't got her big snout into that treasure chest?
Hot is fair. Very fair. Everybody gets a fair crack at the whip. We're all behind you.
What do the latest polls say?
You saw them Saturday?
I mean the party's private poll.
That's highly confidential.
For who?
It's not for widespread dissemination. What with being so close to the election?
Who gets told?
I'm afraid I can't say. Only the ultimate inner core of the party know the results of the private poll.
Is this a 2-tier membership party?
No, absolutely not. The whole party behind you, Eamon. We want 2 seats for your area.
But not enough to give me petrol for my cars to get the voters into the booths. Or to tell me how I'm doing.
I don't think you're being fair.
How am I doing?
Even I haven't seen the results of the poll.
So you don't know how I did?
No.
And you'd tell me if you knew.
It's party regulations, Eamon. But you're a popular politician, both in and outside the party. You're tomorrow's man.
What about today?
Who knows?
It sounds to me that you have doubts, Prontius.
No, I wouldn't put it like that.
What way would you put it?
Elections are unpredictable.
Isn't that why you do your own polls? Like, I thought it was home and dry. Tanya O'Rourke left McBRIDE. She's canvassing for me.
That might have been such a smart move.
Why?
Mary was very sore.
Was she?
And she does have the boss's ear.
Is that why my snout isn't even getting into the trough? No petrol, no transport.
Why don't you try the nuns up in the convent at Drumcondra? A lot of them drive.
Thanks, Prontius. Thanks for all the help.
What's wrong?
Prontius says they can't spare a penny for transportation of me voters. Is it still raining?
Yes.
Look, we need more cars or buses. Nor would he say anything about the private poll. Did you?
Well,
You heard? It's bad, isn't it? How bad is it?
we're in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
You know the way Tanya O'Rourke's canvassers rebelled and went over to McBRIDE?
What does the poll say?
There's been another development.
Good or bad?
Mary has a new chief canvasser.
Good old Mary. And who she got? The Pope?
Igor Pavetsky, a recent immigrant from Poland. He's second cousin to the Pope.
You're not serious.
The Pope has sent a letter wishing him luck in his new employment. People are queuing up to canvass for him. He's promised him an audience with the Pope.
What's she trying to do? Destroy me? Cars, minibuses, double-deckers, and now, at the first sign of a threat from O'Toole, she runs off to the Vatican and gets herself one of the Pope's relatives. Oh, don't tell me the results of the latest poll. I know the results. Is it just... How bad is it?
There's been a swing.
A noose. This Igor Pavetsky has put a noose around my neck. I knew we shouldn't have run with Tanya O'Rourke. Any 17-year-old girl who runs off with a bishop and has a priest's son married to an Anglican minister with 2 kids is bound to be a political risk. The Pope got 1 million people into Phoenix Park. Is Igor Pavetsky an experienced canvasser?
Well, I hear he's giving out a lot of blessings.
Blessings? But this is a secular election. And what sort of message is that given to the Protestants in the north? With this Vatican bod sprinkling holy water over the voters.
It's Lourdes water.
Oh, but that's even worse. Is that against the party's constitution?
No.
Well, it should be. We're supposed to be an all-Ireland party. Do you know anything about this Igor Pavetsky?
There's no scandal.
Well, I think it's a disgrace. Mary McBRIDE playing the Vatican card in this day and age. This is the 3rd millennium. Councillor O'Toole?
Graham Sutcliffe here.
Yes?
I understand your campaign's in trouble.
Who are you?
Oh, one of your constituents.
Well, I don't know where you got that information from. We're going full steam ahead, and come Saturday, I expect to be a Deputy O'Toole TD.
So, you have no need of a substantial quota of votes.
No. Yes. Well, every vote counts. I mean, if you'd like to join our canvassing team.
I'm not into canvassing, but I can guarantee you votes.
How?
I would need to meet you.
What's your angle?
Do you want to meet me?
I'm very busy.
Okay, we'll forget about it.
How can you guarantee me these votes?
Is it worth an hour of your busy time?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll meet for lunch. Hannigan's, 12:30. The table just beside the door as you come in.
Okay.
Who was that?
A guarantor of votes. I wonder, is it another Polish immigrant? Or maybe even a first cousin to the Pope?
Where are you going now?
To see the press. McBride's like an avalanche. We need to do something.
Lunch?
Well, I'm meeting that guy on the phone. He's probably a crank. A full page?
You can't. You're over your credit limit.
Hillary, couldn't you?
Eamon, everybody here at the Sentinel knows about us. How do you think it would look if you get a full page without any money?
It would only be for a couple of weeks. Couldn't your colleagues turn a blind eye?
You don't know the newspaper industry. Favouring one candidate, one party.
Could you not get the fashion editor to attack McBRIDE?
She hates me.
You?
Yeah.
Why?
Jealousy. She'd be more likely to attack me, or you.
Could you not do a piece on the moral integrity of her ex-canvasser Tanya O'Rourke?
We did a whitewash job on her when she went over to you.
Yeah, but her canvassers have deserted her. She's a liability. Could you not backtrack and put the old boot in where it hurts?
Eamon, without integrity, credibility, what are my articles worth?
Well, what about this Vatican trickster?
The Polish immigrant.
I wonder, is he really a second cousin to the Pope? That's splashing Lourdes water over elderly voters. I mean, that's not kosher, really, is it? In modern secular Ireland?
No, there's no law against it. Should being a relative of the Pope be a reason for not employing him?
It's direct interference in the politics of another country. If we could show he's an imposter.
Do you know anything?
I just find it extremely incredible that she can come up with a Polish immigrant who's a second cousin to the Pope in such a short space of time.
I need hard evidence.
Can you not go out and dig up some?
Eamon, I work for a living. I've other things to do.
But it's so close to D-Day.
Why don't you?
Isn't digging for dirt your specialist area?
I wouldn't quite put it like that, Eamon. If you get any hard evidence, contact me, and I'll see what I can do.
This coffee could be better.
Yeah.
And the weather. They said there'll be a low turnout at this election. I'm sure you must get a right sickener.
Of what?
People. Slaved your guts out all year. And over half of them don't even bother to vote.
What can you do? And when they do go out, they vote for the same tired old horses.
Why do you do it?
I don't know.
I keep an eye on the politics of this area. It needs more young people, fresh blood, new ideas, a transfusion.
That's the message I'm trying to get across.
I hear you might be a little light on number ones.
That's the problem. If I can hang in there until Mary's surplus is distributed.
Every number one is important.
Absolutely.
Would 77 number ones be important?
Oh, yeah. Of immense importance. It could mean... Do you represent... can you deliver a block?
Yes. I can deliver 77 number ones.
How? Sure, my own mother can't guarantee a handful from our bridge club. Using a limo, free meals and everything. They can still change their minds in the cubicle.
Dead people don't change their minds.
Pardon?
Dead people. 77 votes. 77 people who have died since the last registration.
You mean...
Me and my wife.
How?
We're big into lists. Someone dies, they go on our list. So, on election day, we have a grand tour of the area.
77?
Exactly.
Surely they'll recognize you at the booths.
Me and the wife are big into amateur theatricals. And let's face it, in this country, that's what politics is. 9 o'clock in the morning, I have a nice business suit. 12 o'clock, dungarees and a cap. 6 in the evening, I'm a bus conductor with a pencil moustache.
But this is all highly illegal.
Our expenses for the day will be 2,000.
2,000? And I'm in hock in the bank already.
I'm sure a man in your position with your potential has a lot of friends.
I couldn't.
Couldn't what? It depends, doesn't it? On how much you want to become a TD. Show my good faith, I'll pay for lunch.
No. I insist. I have a checkbook.
Okay. I need a quick decision. Here's my mobile number.
What age is he?
50. He was wearing a dark Crombie overcoat.
Suppose he recognises me?
Won't. What are the chances?
When I promised to help you in this election, I didn't expect to be following criminals.
If there was any danger, Dimphna, you know I wouldn't let you do it. He'll be standing at Botanic Avenue corner waiting on me. I'll ring his mobile and cancel the appointment, and all you have to do is follow him.
Would you not be better doing straightforward canvassing?
I want to get to the bottom of this. McBride's up to something. Tell me this. Why does a Polish immigrant second cousin to the Pope suddenly appear out of nowhere to canvass for McBRIDE?
She has connections.
To the Vatican?
It's possible.
Maybe Mary got the present Pope elected. Maybe she dug up a few cardinal stiffs or got some of her henchmen to impersonate. Maybe it's payback time.
Do you really think the Pope's second cousin is going to get involved in impersonation?
I'm ruling nothing out. Look, there he is. Here, now let me out around the corner.
I've got a lot of election material to get out back of the office.
This could be more important. Look, just park across the road there and follow him.
Where?
Wherever he goes.
He could go anywhere.
Well, my guess is he'll be going somewhere very local. Good luck. I'll see you back at the house. Well?
Well, what?
Have you got the list of the times?
For what?
The Bridge Club Dowagers. That limo is very expensive, you know. I can't have it sitting outside the old one's house while they plaster themselves with rouge to go down to the voting booths. They'll have to be ready on the dot. And the free soup and sandwiches stop at 8 o'clock.
They don't want it.
What?
The limo.
What do you mean they don't want it? It's ordered, paid for. Just like the soup and sandwiches.
Igor Pavinsky is driving them to the polling booth.
Igor?
He's given us special Lourdes water blessings and promising them an audience with the Pope next Easter.
Are you serious? They don't want the limo?
Or the free soup and sandwiches.
They're deserting?
They don't see it like that.
How long have you been playing bridge with that crowd?
20 years.
And that's all the loyalty they show? What sort of a shower are they? Bought with a bit of holy water and smooth talk from a Polish refugee.
They're interested in an audience with the Pope.
And it doesn't matter who they vote for. Do they not care about democracy? How do they know he's a bona fide second cousin to the Pope?
I saw the letter.
Anyone can forge a letter.
It has the Vatican seal.
So they've been bought. Well, I certainly hope you told them what they could do with their card game.
They want me to go along.
You?
Well, Igor is a charming man.
Is he? And I suppose that's what this election means to you, and that collection of old ones. No principles, no policies, just a smooth-talking Pole with connections in the Vatican, and you sell your political souls.
He's just a charming man.
He's Mary McBride's henchman. He's rounding up every dotty fruitcake in his area and sprinkling holy water over them.
I may take him up on his offer.
You what?
For just the lift. And there's an invitation for tea with the Vatican's representative in Dublin.
You can't!
Oh, but I will be voting for you.
Oh, great. Marvellous. Fantastic. My own mother's actually voting for me, while all your cronies betray both of us.
Could be a very interesting evening.
Is that what you call it? Look, under no circumstances do I permit you to fraternise with that Polish blow-in.
Why not?
Imagine how it would look. O'Toole's mother swanning around in the back of a limo with Igor Pavinsky.
I wasn't planning to do much swanning.
If you so much as put a foot in that interloper's car, I'll never speak to you again. I'll leave home. I'll never put a foot across this threshold.
You've threatened that before.
But I mean it this time. It's too serious. You swanning around in Pavinsky's car would be the ultimate betrayal of any mother towards her son.
I think his list is full.
Great.
But if he has room or a vacancy occurs...
I'm not messing. I'm 100% serious.
You were right.
Where did he go?
Mary McBride's.
Well, Mother, do you see the fine company you're keeping? I was approached by a man, Graham Sutcliffe, who offered, with his wife, to personate 77 dead voters in this election. I set up a meeting today, didn't show, and Dimphna trailed him to Mary McBride's. Yes, Pavetsky's employer.
That doesn't mean Igor's involved.
Oh, it's Igor now, is it? Does it not strike you as rather incredible? Why should the Pope be interested in meeting 26 doddery-old bridge players from North Dublin?
Maybe the Pope plays bridge.
Why is Mary McBride employing a personation criminal?
How do you know she's employing him?
Didn't you hear Dimphna?
She only trailed him to the house. Maybe when you didn't show up, he decided to try Mary.
Mary doesn't need 77 votes. I do. That offer was made to destroy me. And I'll bet he's in cahoots with this Vatican imposter.
He isn't an imposter. Where you go?
I'm going to spill the beans on McBride.
Can you prove it?
My secretary followed him straight to McBride's door. He went in.
That's not proof. He could be going in there on perfectly legitimate business.
Hillary, the man's a crook. He smells crook. He looks crook. He's all these lists. He's an old pro impersonator.
If I accuse Mary McBride without proof, I'll be burned.
Surely you can make some allusions. It's being said, reported, unexplained incidents, rumoured in the area.
That's tabloid innuendo. For the Sentinel, we need proof.
What about your history of investigative reporting? Isn't personation an election issue?
Yes, but there is also the other issue.
What?
Us.
Oh?
If I go along to Clive and tell him I'm onto a serious case of personation involving you, what do you think he'll think?
That it's a great opportunity for you to campaign democracy, expose corruption.
EAMON, he knows about us.
Does he?
Of course he does.
Now, how much does he know?
Enough to raise at least one eyebrow.
Well, then, couldn't somebody else go along to him with the story?
As long as it involves you, he's going to think us.
Why?
Why? He doesn't live on another planet. He knows about us.
But surely that shouldn't get in the way of a great story exposing corruption. Like, will I go along and see myself? Maybe I could play the us bit down.
Why?
Well, just to, you know.
I don't believe in deception, either in newspapers or relationships.
No.
Integrity is all.
Of course, but look, I just can't stand to see McBride and this crook getting off. It's an abuse of democracy. And the Sentinel has a long history of exposing corruption.
Can you get me proof?
Suppose I express an interest in doing business with Graham Sutcliffe. Arrange to meet at a restaurant. I get wired up. Will that be proof enough?
Can I get you something?
No, thank you. Are you sure there were no calls?
No one called the Graham Sutcliffe. Maybe he's held up in the traffic.
Well, another glass of wine, please.
Eamon,
Hello, Proncius.
how's it going?
Okay.
Confident?
Yeah.
Good. What are you having?
Pardon?
In Vittorio's?
How did you know I was here?
A little bird.
What little bird?
He's not coming.
Who?
Sutcliffe.
How do you know?
In my position, you get to know things.
Do you know him?
Not personally.
You know what he's into, don't you?
Well,
I had him trailed to McBride's.
I hear he gets around.
He's working for her.
No.
He offered me 77 votes.
Really?
Number ones. She's trying to set a trap.
Who?
Mary.
No. Mary's too long in the tooth to get involved in that.
But who?
He's offered other candidates over 100 votes. He's daft. A fantasist. He's trying to make money out of desperate politicians.
Is that what headquarters think I am?
What?
Desperate.
No, by no means. You're one of our young bloods.
I'm determined to pursue this personator. I've been to the press. They're interested.
I don't think that would be wise.
Exposing corruption?
At this late stage in the game, I don't think it's a good idea to spook the punters.
You think I won't get elected?
No, Eamon. We're very, very upbeat about your chances.
I know the results of the private poll.
We're confident.
Are you?
Extremely confident.
You don't believe the poll?
I'm old-fashioned, Eamon. I trust my instinct. What my gut says.
And your gut says I'll get elected?
You'll do very well.
I'll get elected?
If Things don't. It's not the end of the world.
You don't think I'll get elected?
Calm down, Eamon. Relax. Have your lasagna and a nice glass of red wine.
I'm not hungry.
Try and get a good night's sleep.
I won't sleep.
It's a long day tomorrow.
I feel sick.
Take some liver salts. Have a walk. Go to bed and get a good night's sleep.
I wish I hadn't run.
That's normal. The first national election is always the worst.
It's my last, Proncius. I promise. Never again.
No, Eamon, you're a natural. You've got the bug. You'll go far. That's why I'm marking your cards.
I'm finished.
You're not. You're only starting. Tomorrow, elected or not, will be the real start of your political career.
Good night.
See you at the count. Good luck.
Listen to them.
They're just celebrating.
They smell blood.
Will you not come out?
No, I couldn't face them.
They're not that bad. Somebody said you made a very respectable showing.
Very respectable. Sounds like a corpse.
Your supporters will be expecting you.
To what? Hang myself? You've seen them drifting off all evening. No one. Not one single helper, canvasser, has had the guts to look me in the eye.
They're just nervous.
They're not nervous, they're ashamed. Ashamed to be connected with the O'Toole campaign. Look at those McBRIDE swarms. Where are my supporters? Can you see them?
Well, if you'd stop hiding in this room...
I'm not hiding, I'm waiting.
If you'd wait out in the hall, your supporters would see you.
What, all three of them?
You did very well, considering it was your first big election.
I could hardly see my little bundle of votes behind McBride's. A draft came through the door and nearly blew them all away.
There was a very nice steady build-up.
For my execution.
I'm going in for a cup of tea. Will I get you one?
No.
You have to come out.
Why?
It's expected. Now come on out and I'll get you a nice cup of tea and a tuna sandwich.
Go. Please, Mother, just go.
How's it going?
Desperate.
Desperate? Really?
My worst nightmare is coming true. Complete and utter humiliation. I'm finished.
No, you're not. You're a fighter, Eamon.
I'm out. Beaten. The tallymen are laughing at my little bundles.
6 months ago, you hadn't climbed a mountain.
Nothing's changed. I still get dizzy if I climb up on the sofa.
You hadn't hang glided.
Paralysed with fear.
No, Eamon. You conquered your fear. You launched yourself out over the sugarloaf. Just like this election will launch your career.
I'm finished.
I'm doing an article on you at this very minute.
You can't. Your boss won't. You have to think of your own career.
Oh, to hell with that. It's about how everything is stacked in favour of the establishment. How difficult, impossible it is for a young, idealistic politician.
Hillary, I appreciate it. I really do. And someday I'll try to make it up to you. But you're looking at a failure. Is that what you want? A grade A failure?
To me, Eamon, you're the success. McBride's the failure.
That's McBride's mob. They're trying to lift her. They'll need a crane.
I want to finish this article. Then can we meet?
I'm not fit company.
You're my hero, Eamon.
That's funny. That really is.
Keep your chin up.
Good night. That was the press. Probably the last call from that particular department.
If I bring you in a cup of tea, will you drink it?
Only if you put a cyanide capsule in it.
They want you, Eamon.
Who?
Proncius.
Keep him away.
They'll have to go past him. There's only one way out.
The architect of my humiliation. Do you think this wasn't planned from the very beginning?
Very few people get elected to Dáil Éireann the first time.
No more. That's the last. The people of North Dublin can have the McBrides of this world.
Why did all her transfers go to independents and other parties?
Because they hate me. Every last one of them.
I think you should stick to being a councillor. You're a great councillor.
Great. Do you know what you're saying, Dymphna? You know my life as a councillor? Blocked drains, loo extensions, dogs' dirt in the park. Is that why I entered politics?
Everybody knows you're a good councillor.
I don't want to be a good councillor.
Well, I like you just as you are. We have a nice setup in the office. It fits in well with the engineering. Even your mother said you were stretching things a bit far.
I've always supported you, Eamon, from the very beginning.
He doesn't need to be a high flyer. He's doing very well. In a few months, we'll have forgotten all about this election.
Never. Never.
Will I tell him you're coming?
No. Tell them nothing.
You'll have to say something. A speech.
A speech? What are they looking for? Evidence to cart me off to the funny farm?
Just a few simple, gracious words.
Please, Dimfna. I'm upset enough.
I'll tell them you're coming.
She's happy.
Who?
Dimfna. Oh, you heard her. The results suit her down to the ground.
No.
Did you not notice?
What?
The fear before the election. The relief after it. She knows her limitations. She's happy in that poky little office.
Dimfna's very loyal.
Could you see her striding around all Erin? A successful TG's wife, huh? Do you think she has the poise, the class?
She's worked like a slave to get me elected.
How do you know?
I saw her.
You only saw her when you were there. How do you know what went on in your absence? Maybe the party had an accomplice. Did you ever think about that?
EAMON, your supporters are wondering where you've gone.
He's coming home with me. We're going to have an early night, aren't we, Eamon?
Yes.
I'll get you a cup of tea and your tuna sandwich.
Eating would make me sick.
Are you ready?
For what?
Saying something.
What is there to say?
Well, a bit of magnanimity. Congratulations.
For what?
I know how you're feeling, EAMON.
Who should I congratulate? The party, who starved me of funds and stabbed me in the back at every opportunity? Or McBRIDE?
We were disappointed in the number of transfers.
Is there any greater indictment than that woman's hatred for me? Every plot, intrigue. Machiavelli couldn't hold a candle to that cow. Out there on the stage, jamboreeing up and down with her sleevine supporters. Do you know what I feel like doing? I want a pickaxe right down the middle of her skull and scrape out every dirty, scheming little brain cell. I want to boil her blubber in oil. I want to eat her children.
EAMON, her children are all grown up.
You want me to make a speech?
Well, it's the normal practice. The defeated candidates.
Crunchiest.
Didn't really do all that bad.
In this election, I wore ridiculous €900 suits. Dyed my hair. I frolicked with smooth-talking yobs at the pod.
But you didn't compromise your principles.
I stole her chief canvasser. I did everything this side of criminality would permit. And still I didn't even amount to McBride's human surplus. Even they deserted me.
This result is only a temporary little quirk.
It's plain to see. The electorate loathe me. And let me tell you, it's a two-way loathing. Wait till those bastards come to me with their blocked drains. They'll stew in their own sewerage.
You can't let yourself become bitter.
Why not?
EAMON, this isn't you. You're one of our up-and-coming men.
You saw the feckin' results.
That's tonight. Think about tomorrow. The future. Mary McBride's not going to be there forever. Think of tonight as the crucible from which you will arise like the phoenix. General Grant in the American Civil War sat down at the riverbank on the night after the first day's battle at Shiloh. His troops had run. They were defeated. He listened to the suffering of the wounded men and he cried. In the morning, he got up and led his troops back to battle. They won a marvellous victory. Tonight is your Shiloh. Your troops are out there, EAMON. You're going to go back in and you're going to say a few words to them. Councillor Toole would like to say a few words.
I would like to offer my congratulations to Mary McBRIDE and the other successful candidates. This has been my first national election, and I have been honoured with the help of many good people. Canvassers, drivers, supporters, people who gave their time and money to my campaign. We are disappointed that the party didn't win 2 seats, but in Mary McBRIDE, we have 1 TD of sterling quality to represent the people of North Dublin in Dáil Éireann. And in her endeavours, she will not be lacking in support from me and many other quarters. The challenges for this country are great. Poverty, long-term unemployment, drugs, transport. The bulk of my supporters were young, the idealistic, the optimistic, and we will not disappoint them. Tonight has simply been a beginning. We care about this great little country of ours, and tomorrow we will resume our work towards a bright, bright future. Our day will come.
Peter Volbeck played Eamon, Pat Levy, Marge, Jennifer Redmond, Ditna, Hilary Carl, Hilary, Luke Hayden, Conchias and Green Sutcliffe. Produced by Michael Feeney and Martin Boylan. Written and directed by Martin Boylan.
Listen to me.